Yes, today I want to talk about northern Kenya, and I'm saying that delayed abattoirs is aborted development in northern Kenya. Yes, my recent consultancy assignment by the African Union in the African Bureau for Animal Resources, the AU-IBAR, to analyze the red meat value chain of the Southern African Development Community, the SADC, informs me that delays in building abattoirs in northern Kenya could lead to aborted development. Indeed, livestock is the mainstay of these counties. Now, my entrepreneurship training assignments in Garissa County, I was in Dadaab, assigned by the United Nations Center for Regional Development. I was also in Garissa town, assignment by the then Ministry of Cooperatives. And I was in Isiolo County, in Isiolo town, an assignment by World Bank and the Council of Governors. And these assignments revealed to me that Kenya's livestock value chain has an exploited rich potential. Now that is the generic value chain. It starts from inputs, production, marketing, processing, and consumption. At the inputs level, we have feeds challenges. At the production level, we have animal management challenges. These are just the glaring challenges that I have noticed and that I gathered in my AU assignment in SADC. At the marketing chain or section, we have the selling challenges. At the processing stage, the abattoir byproducts use, challenges in using the byproduct from the slaughterhouses. And at the consumer or the consumption stage, we have consumer-rich challenges. So we have challenges along the value chain, and particularly so in northern Kenya, Isiolo, Garissa, Mandera, and all that. Turkana, we call it all the key livestock producing counties. Even here in Masai, closer to Nairobi. Now, let me just talk of very selected issues. Let me talk about the inputs or the feeds level. We are ill aware, we are ill informed, or if we are informed, then we are not practicing it, that the cow itself can help produce its own feed. Look, that's the cow. We're feeding it, then it produces cow dung and urine. And the cow dung and urine can go into a biodigester. And the biodigester will produce biogas for lighting and cooking our homes. And the slurry that remains behind in the biodigester, it becomes biofertilizer. And the biofertilizer, we can use it to produce fodder. And the fodder goes back to the cow. So the cow can actually produce its own feed if well managed. Now those are the challenges that we are facing at that part of the value chain link. At the production, look, I was in Ethiopia. These are piles of cow tongue pies. This Ethiopian lady is carrying those cow tongue and selling them on the street, just like we sell charcoal. Indeed, we can make dry the cow dung, and it is, in fact, I was told in Ethiopia that in the bakeries, that green light, blue light that it produces is best for baking. So we are just leaving our cow dung, go to west, but look at our Maasai region, where cow dung, in pastoralist areas, cow dung goes to waste, yet it can make fuel, firewood, and even reduce cutting down trees. This we have not done very well. Then there are many uses of urine also. We're still at the production level. Yes, it's not without any information that traditionally this person wants to use urine on his own body. This gentleman here in India is actually drinking it directly. And let's see, that's urine being collected. Yes, urine is it has many uses. They're being collected.
Urine and the cow dung, these are the two items which give life to the soil, because that promote the bacterial count, bacterial organisms then in the soil, which in turn augment the fertility of the soil.
Urine is being used as foliar. So we're going back the production with the slurry producing crops and the urine being used as foliar. We can now produce lots of fodder, and this is scientific. This is an institute, Kerala Veterinary Institute in India. We are producing urine. There it is, cow urine. So the cow urine and the cow dung, apart from going to the digester to produce fuel and organic fertilizer, we can also use it as foliar. That's how the value chains elsewhere have been developed. This is it. That's
here I don't use any of the pesticides. Here I make only organic pest control. So cow urine is an excellent. Only the cow urine you can mix with 10 liters of water.
scientifically proven from that institute in India.
You can give this foliar spray.
Foliar spray.
And it gives a repellent.
It also repels
Insects.
certain insects. You can therefore even use it at home. Marketing. Look, we have seen Garissa, you go to Garissa, go to Isiolo, they are exporting live animals to Nairobi. And when we do that, we are giving away hooves, skins, horns, blood, and other non-edible but economy building parts of the animal. We export the whole animal from Garissa, and we are exporting lots of jobs, lots of innovative products. Then we come to processing at the slaughterhouse. The animal, apart from the direct edible like red meat, which I covered in Sadak, there is the non-carcass part, the byproducts. The carcass itself is known to us. The non-carcass part has edible and non-edible parts. The edible parts like liver, kidney, heart, head, neck, tongue, all those can be for human consumption. The non-edible like blood, hoof, horns, bones, hides, skins, they can be used in the fabric, in the cosmetics, and in the pharmacy industry. But they can also be used in the animal feeds industry. Then there are the condemned parts of the cow. The gastrointestinal tract content, the fetus, etc., etc. These can be used in the biogas fertilizer industry, and they can also use it in animal feed industry. So, as Garissa, Isiolo, Turkana, as they export the whole animal, be it the goat, be it the cow, as they export it to the correct corner in Nairobi, all these opportunities are being exported. The human consumption is going to be consumed elsewhere. The fabric, cosmetic, pharmacy industry promoting it elsewhere. The animal feed, we still have problems with animal feed, and therefore, by postponing, by delaying the development of abattoirs, slaughterhouses in their own counties, we are aborting, we are postponing our development. Isiolo has taken more than 13 years to build and operationalize the slaughterhouse. Good news that next year to 2021, it will be functional. Look at things that we are still exporting. Look, the horns, we can make buttons. You know, the leather of the cow, we can have luxury car interiors. The hooves, we can make firefighting foam. The bones, can have bone china. The cups, saucers. The intestines can be used for tens, rackets, strings. The strings that use in the tent racket. So you see, by again exporting the whole animal away from our counties, those are the things that we are exporting. Now, consider that Kenya may be having 18 million cattle, 18 million sheep, 28 million goats, 3 million camels, 335,000 pigs, and 31 million poultry. Consider that number, or those numbers, and imagine how much fuel we are wasting, because we are not making biodigesting of products, for example. How many byproducts are we wasting? We are not making tennis rackets, for example. How much organic manure are we wasting? And we have a problem of fertilizer. We can go on asking how many. So the livestock sector, when fully developed, is a good contributor to development, and particularly the pastoralist counties that have very little other economic activities. But the beauty is that efforts are in the pipeline. Listen to that.
In South Garissa, Wajir, Mandera, parts of Tana River, and parts of Somalia sees over 500 herds of cattle sold weekly. But the county loses revenue as livestock is then transported by trucks to Nairobi, Athi River, and other neighboring abattoirs for slaughter. Korani says it was time the region fully maximized the potential of the livestock sector, where 90% of the area residents depend on through value addition.
But because we are using public money, that we must take care of public interest. We are going to put our shares to ensure that whatever provide a market for our livestock is going to benefit us in that way, but still we must protect the public money. Therefore, the county government must hold shares. And those shares are going to be held for us by this government authority.
Yes, Mr. Governor, you are on the right track. But I will propose that even as you expedite the process of starting that slaughterhouse, Garissa, Isiolo, you'll do well if you also designed an entrepreneurship training at various levels, if not all. At policy level you need it, at farm level you need it, at production processing level you need it. You need to consolidate your livestock value chain and develop it as much as possible. Exporting live animals away from your county, you are exporting lots and lots of opportunities. Entrepreneurship will open those opportunities for you. So, delaying abattoirs is aborting development.